So, it's time for an update after a bit of a shaky 2017, I suppose. I suppose the important news is, yes, I do have another job. Luckily, I still have the Nissan. It's still sat on the driveway looking a bit poor for itself at the moment, because like everything I've sold off of it, bumpers are gone, flipping wheels are gone. It's literally just a standard 350 that's sort of been abused drifting. But, you know, time to rebuild 2018. Got a good feeling for this year at the moment. Got a good year. Good feeling. So what's the plan with the car for 2018? Hey look, there's Peachy cleaning his car. Hello Peach! He'll never see this. So yeah, plans for 2018, clean the car, that's what he's doing, that's not what I'm doing. Plans for 2018 with my car are basically to take it off the road, as boring as that sounds. Now, that's not just never use it. Basically, I've spent the last probably 3 or 4 years going, oh yeah, I want to, excuse the speed bump, I want to build it into a competition car, go do Drift Cup or Formula G or something like that. But I've always never like fully committed to it, and I don't really know why, because I never needed it as a road car, because I always had another road car. I think the issue was I didn't want to make it so unroadworthy that it was just going to be a pain in the arse come MOT time, consistently getting stopped on the road by the police. It just wasn't worth it, which is where this comes in. Well, I know this is a bit of an unusual vehicle for me. I'm actually bought a new car. It's a Kia Sportage, nothing fancy, but comes into the next part of the plan is doing my trailer license, which we have to do in the UK, B+E, to haul a car if you've got your license after a certain year. And yeah, get a trailer, and then once we're at that point, the Nissan can properly fully come off the road. It can go and get a cage put in it. I've already spoken with Slide Motorsport about that. That's potentially going to happen this year if everything else goes to plan. Basically strip the car down. Biz at the moment is rebuilding his with loads of FRP lightweight parts. He's got plenty of contacts which can help me with that. So this could be the end of one sort of scenario and the beginning of another, which is quite exciting. What drift events am I going to do this year? Well, I don't really know. I'd like to get over to Spring Matsuri in Rockingham if the car's roadworthy at that point. But although it's, what was it, 2 months away now, I've got a lot to do to get it to a point where I feel comfortable taking it out and drifting it with people, which is a bit of an issue. The other thing is I actually need more wheels. I don't have many. I think I've got like 2 or 4 like drift wheels, which I used to have like 6 or 8, so I need to get another set of wheels. I'm not going to go with anything fancy this time, because the works that I got in orange were an absolute pain in the arse to sell, because they were orange. They've gone now. They're on their way over to Croatia of all places. But yeah, spanky wheels are nice, but for what I want to do, they're way out of my budget to run that all the time. I think I'll go back to probably a set of Japan racing wheels, maybe 720, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything pans out throughout the year. So what else have I been up to, I suppose, since going quiet, going dark, I suppose. Si and Chris got married, and sort of my car was using a couple of their photos, which was quite cool. That was an awesome day, and congrats to them. And went over to Florida, met Adam LZ, which was quite cool. Went over to his warehouse and saw James, the sort of manager of it, I suppose, there, which was an interesting insight. Nice, genuine people, not the sort of Logan Pauls of the world like everyone seems to think YouTubers are. So what's coming up next over like the next couple of weeks? We've got Autosport International, which will be my first ever time going. We're going to go to that with Biz, Finch and Si. Should be coming along to that, which will be a fun day out. I've got a couple of little videos that I want to cover in the next couple of weeks. I suppose one will be the history of me, not me personally, but the cars I've had, starting from my very first car up to where I am now. So there'll be a bit of background there for people who don't actually know. And something which I want to cover, because a lot of people seem to think it's cheap, is the cost of drifting. Now, I've got, without going into too much of it now, I've got a bit of an insight of it at my level, and I've got an insight of it at top level BDC sort of costs, and it's far from cheap. Anyone you see out there in BDC is spending a lot. That's where we're at. 2018, new start, different direction in things. Should be hopefully a good year. And on that note, I will catch you next time. See you later.